How's it going, everyone? And you know what? This video that I'm doing today, this is another one from one of my subscribers that's saying, hey, I want you to cover these two stocks. And the two stocks are going to be, and you probably read the title already anyways. So we're going to be covering NIO and we're going to be covering Tesla. We already know we've had a big time pullback in the market. So it's like, hey, is this a good buying opportunity? Hey, should I be selling my shares? What should I do? How should I handle this? So you know what we're going to be doing? We're going to be doing a technical analysis on both of these stocks so we can take a look at some price targets, some resistance areas, and support areas, and also find out, hey, what is the most reasonable price that we should be paying? All right, so we're going to be doing a technical analysis on NIO. So one of the things that we need to look out for is that NIO is in a great area in regards to a buying opportunity. It wasn't too long ago where we saw NIO was literally at $66.99. Crazy. And now it's literally pulled back, even getting down to a low, as we could see over here, to around $32. So here's the question. Should you be looking into adding to your position in NIO? Maybe you were considering it, but you didn't want to pay the premium where it was trading at before. Then this is your time. This is the pullback that you've been looking for. If we take a look at the 200-day SMA, it's literally at 30, and it almost actually tested it. Automatically, right off the bat, if you're considering adding to your position for NIO, start adding. This is a great opportunity. This is the pullback is for you. We've seen it break through previous support levels. So it had some strong support here, as you could see, around the $44 area, 45, let's just call it that. And ended up breaking through. And if we look, here's where the next level is. It was here at $40. Ended up breaking through that. Got down to 38. And as you can see, we don't really have too much of strong support because, like I said, NIO's been on a run up. So as we go down, even to where it tested, look at that. So if the market pulled back even further, or even more aggressively, then I would not be shocked seeing NIO test 30 or even getting into the high 20s. So if we go down here, we can see there's some support here around 27. So if the market did pull back fairly heavily, then $27, if you see that, that's an automatic buy opportunity. But even when we take a look at the RSI here, it's literally at 29. And we already know if we see it in that particular area, that is an opportunity to take advantage of. Now, let's take a look at the recent action. So what we're going to be looking at is the 1-day 5-minute. So here we go right here. We have pre-market. We had some upward movements, right? Big time sell-off from $39 all the way down to $31. Take a look at the RSI down here. This is 20. You should have added if you were interested, of course, or you were considering it. We already knew what happened in the market in regards to around that 11:30 time, 11 o'clock. We had a strong run up and it lasted all the way into close. And as you can see here, all the way into after hours where NIO's reclaiming back to $38. So one of the things that we need to consider and take a look at is if we're looking at NIO long term, you really can't go wrong in these particular areas, especially under $40. But if there ends up being a pullback and so forth, make sure you take advantage of the $31 area. Also keep an eye on that $34 area, that 35. Because if it decides to pull back at any point next week, those are the areas that you want to look out for and you really can't go wrong for. And considering if you're buying into NIO, I'm assuming you're looking at this long term, 5 years from now, NIO will definitely be a $300 stock 5 years from now. No doubt about it, especially in the market that they're in. And also they're going to be looking into getting into the European markets. And if they get into the North American markets and so forth. So long term, I'm really liking it. If you're looking at NIO as far as a short term opportunity, us taking a look at the 5-day 5-minute chart and you want to do swings, I would say the best opportunity to take advantage of is when it has those dips. Like dips, like we could see here right on the Thursday, we had a dip, recovered, had a dip, recovered. So anytime we have dips in the market and it reflects in the NIO stock, this is where you want to kind of do your swing trades and take advantage of those dips, especially as you could see that 31.91 on the Friday and then it going back to 38. That would have been a great swing trade or if you were considering options. But as far as long term, you really can't go wrong with the current prices where NIO's at. So one of the things that I like with Tesla is that they're not just an EV car company, right? They have their hands in a lot of different things, segments within their business. So that's part of the reasons why we've seen Tesla moved the way it's moved, and why in regards to as a long-term investment, I feel like it's something that you should heavily consider if you haven't considered already. I actually have Tesla in my long-term portfolio with an average cost of $460. So as we could see here on the Friday, Tesla ended up testing some lows that many people did not even expect. I was actually seeing this, and someone actually asked me about this last week. I got to probably try to find a screenshot. He asked me, where do you see Tesla? And I told the 500s. He never replied to me. I'm assuming he probably thought I was crazy. But anyways, let's move forward. So will Tesla end up coming close to testing the 200-day SMA like NIO did? And you know what? Considering how the market has been going, and Tesla, when it does pull back, it pulls back pretty heavily. I would say, you know what? If it does happen, be prepared. Don't be surprised. Because look how fast, like when it broke 600, Tesla actually testing around the 540s is something that we really need to pay attention to. So I would say if the market ends up being green and recovering next week, then this is an opportunity where it will start making its run back into the 600s. So that's why I say you really can't go wrong in this 500 area for Tesla. Because if we're looking at Tesla 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it'll be worth a lot more than what of the current price what it is today. Let's be honest here. So if you're looking to add, you really can't go wrong in these areas. Even if it goes back to the 600, you still can't go wrong either. Even if we take a look at the RSI, it's down here at $29, sorry. It's here at 29.49. So we already know if it's below 30 or around 30, we're getting good value. And the fact that the market has pulled back a lot and is having a correction, this is an area you can't go wrong, because when things do recover, Tesla will definitely be well over $600 very, very quickly. As far as end of the year, what my predictions are, I believe seeing Tesla will reclaim that $900 area before the end of the year. So this is a great opportunity if you're looking to get into Tesla and you haven't gotten it already, or maybe you might want to add to your position. You really, really cannot go wrong. But just know that if the market continues to pull back further, there's a potential chance it could get into the $400 area. And I want you to be prepared for it. And if you do see it, do consider adding. Let's take a look at the most recent movement. So we'll take a look at the 1 day 5 minute. And if we take a look here at the 1 day 5 minute, we can see a high here. And this was in the pre-market at $632.22 and pulled back all the way to $539. You take a look at that RSI right here, it's at 15. Automatically, this is a buying opportunity. Whether it's short-term, long-term, especially short-term for anyone who is swinging it, because you would take advantage, even Tesla below 550, short-term swing. You already know it's going to recover big time. And we saw it in the market. It actually did a great job, literally from this 1130 phase here, and just running up all the way into the close to where it got back and finishing at 596.25 in after hours. Long story short, you really can't go wrong with Tesla where it's at. Take advantage of the correction, because just imagine when things recover, if you end up seeing it pull back to this area, just look at where your upside is at. You can get this, it can get back to 630 area very quickly, get back into the 700s and so forth, and even test even 900 very soon. So for my final thoughts, NIO and Tesla right now, they're in buy ranges. Strong buy ranges. If there's more pullbacks in this new week that we have coming ahead, which is Monday tomorrow, take advantage of those. Even at the current prices of where they're at, it's a steal. Could they pull back further? Of course they can, right? There's a lot of volatility in the market right now. But even currently, so Tesla in the 500s, that's good value. If it ends up getting to the 4s, I told you, don't hesitate. We got to look at these two stocks, especially Tesla and NIO. And like we know, Tesla is a leader in the pack, right? They're bigger than just an EV company as well, right? And then we have NIO, that's right behind there in a close second. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now. Just imagine how big these companies are going to be and how profitable you will be if you get in now, right? So for anyone looking at it as far as a long-term investment, hey, don't hesitate. Look out for those support and resistance areas if we end up having a pullback. in the market tomorrow and take advantage, right? Pounce on it right away. Do not hesitate, but that comes with the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. So when you do invest, just know that you're doing it at your own risk. As far as my bullish stance, I believe by 2022, Tesla will be over $1,000. That is my stance. Even by the end of this year, I want to see Tesla reclaim back 900, where it was previously, right? So that's my stance. As far as NIO is concerned, I really want to see NIO hit $100 before the end of the year. Like that's my stance. As far as 5 to 10 years with NIO, like definitely, this could be a $300-$400 stock. So seeing it at the current price right now, if you catch it even at $30, $32, you really can't go wrong. Because I feel with these particular stocks, you're investing in the future. And we've already seen the EV sector. That is the future. That is the way going forward. Yes, it hasn't been as adopted as heavily, but going forward, it will be, right? We already know NIO's doing a great job. It's killing it in China. Also trying to make sure it's getting into European markets. And then going forward, what do you think could happen? It can end up getting into the North American markets, right? So there's so much growth. And then the same thing for Tesla being in so many different areas, just in the clean energy space. These are long-term holds. I've already told you guys in the technical analysis, if you're wanting to do swings, anything short-term, take advantage of those dips. And I already outlined what those were. Hope you guys found this helpful, and we'll talk real soon.